So I don't have a script for this video, I'm just gonna basically just chat shit. So something that's been on my mind recently has been the many problems with the eating disorder, I don't want to say recovery community, but just like the eating disorder like community. And I'm going to talk about the eating disorder community on YouTube first, because I feel like making a video on like Instagram's eating disorder community would be a whole video in itself, because I have a lot of problems, not with the people in it, but just kind of the toxicity of all of it. I'm not going to be reacting to any of these videos that people make on eating disorders because I don't want to trigger anyone, and I really hope the thumbnails alone don't trigger anyone, so here's a trigger warning. So I was on my own video, I was thinking like, oh, I wonder what my suggestions are. And I was really disappointed with YouTube. They suggested this video, and it's called A Day in the Life with an Eating Disorder, What I Eat in a Day as a Restrictive Teenager. Now, I don't like people with restrictive eating disorders telling people how little they eat, almost bragging about it. And I'm not blaming the person, I'm kind of blaming the way that illness is manifested and the way that putting it online for everyone to see there's a lot of impressionable people on YouTube who's going to see that and think, oh, I'm going to do exactly what she's doing and eat how little she's eating. I'm not here for it. I can like sympathise with the people who make these videos, like I'm not trying to call anyone out. And I know the way that eating disorders manifest, it fucking leeches on your brain and it thrives on comparison and... Sorry, there's a lot of cars going past. Yeah, eating disorders are quite a competitive mental illness, so I can see why these people are making these videos, but who's it helping? You? No. People watching? No. Maybe they're just so consumed in their illness that they can't look past anything else. So when you type in eating disorder on YouTube, a lot of people make like story time videos talking about their eating disorder, which I'm here for. The thumbnails they use are so... I have a problem when people post a lot of photos of them looking really emaciated, because your body and your weight is a side effect of the eating disorder, and people tend to forget that it's a mental illness, and by posting these photos you are influencing so many people who are struggling with it. And when you're struggling with an eating disorder, it purposely finds triggering things to trigger you more. I remember when I was like in the depths of my eating disorder, I would like watch these awful videos because I guess number one, you don't want to feel alone, but mostly it's your disorder taking over and wanting to trigger you so you get worse. Sorry, the camera's shaking. You're on loads of pillows. Obviously I'm not shaming anyone at all who makes videos on eating disorders, because that's half of what I do. But when people post their eating disorder story, they always use photos of them looking emaciated. And who's that helping? Like, not to get Larry, but I made a video on the problem with before and after pictures, and all they do is fucking confirm, I guess, the myths about anorexia and a lot of eating disorders. I really don't feel like trying to cover that again, the problem with these before and after pictures, because I kind of went off on one in the video I made. So it kind of reminds me of pro-ana websites and stuff. It is this, like, it adds fuel to the fire, it does the same thing, your intentions may be good, at the end of the day, it's still affecting people who watch it. And if you put something on YouTube, you want people to watch it, so it's like you really do need to be considerate and thoughtful. Part of the reason they're putting these pictures in their thumbnails and the videos is for clickbait. It does so much more harm than good. Mental illness shouldn't have to be taken seriously only when there's physical side effects. Eating disorders have the highest mortality rate of any mental illness, and 20% of individuals with anorexia eventually die. And this whole idea of I'm not sick enough yet, watch my other video I did on I'm not sick enough yet. This disorder fucking like can consume your brain. I know this is a really messy video, I'm sorry. One of the biggest myths about eating disorder is as long as someone isn't emaciated, they're not sick. And most people with eating disorders aren't even underweight. You cannot tell if someone has an eating disorder by just looking at them. You can't. It's in your mind. And the people who do post these photos, it's like, are you trying to prove to people how sick you are? A part of me just thinks it's your eating disorder trying to hold on to the fact you were ill. You can have a severe eating disorder at any weight. You can die from an eating disorder at any weight. I've also seen videos titled shit like a day in the life of a girl with an eating disorder. Look how glamorous and cute we are. Cassie from Skins, ooh. Like, you know those what I eat in a day videos where people just eat normal? It's like that but on crack. Like what I eat in a day, AnOrExIa AdDiTioN. Fun and quirky. Like, comment, subscribe. Yikes. That's pretty much what I've got to say on the whole like YouTube eating disorder community. Yikes. It's a big yikes from me. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Fuck it. Just, yeah. I've got nothing else to say. Just, I'm not here for it. You won't catch me doing this shit. And yeah. Bye.